Salat al-Eid. Or there are two Eids. The first Eid is Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr is the Eid that comes after Ramadan. Fitr. Like a Zakat al-Fitr. Then we have Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha is the Eid that comes after, or is on the 10th day of Arafah. 10th day of the Hijjah. Okay. Okay. Which is better? Nice glasses. Which is better, the Eid al-Adha or Eid al-Fitr? Some people refer to it as the bigger Eid and the smaller Eid. Some people refer, right? The smaller Eid is one after Ramadan, and the bigger Eid is the Eid after Yom Arafah. But which is better, Eid al-Adha or Eid al-Fitr? Eid al-Adha is better. Why? Because it's specifically mentioned in the Quran. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَادْحَرْ. Pray to Allah and then slaughter. Slaughter is actually, it's sunnah to slaughter after the Eid al-Adha, after Arafah. Okay? Okay. What's the ruling? Is Salat al-Eid wajib? Is it sunnah? You short-sighted, long-sighted, by the way? Huh?
Nothing yet.
So the class is just for show?
Not yet. For now, yeah. We'll see. Let's see what the opticians say.
Okay. Salat al-Eid, both are sunnah. Are sunnah. Okay. Even if you're traveling, a bunch of travelers are traveling, it's recommended that they do Salat al-Eid in Jama'ah. Even if they're traveling. It's a strongly emphasized sunnah, not wajib. If you miss Salat al-Eid, do you have to make up Allah, make it up? No. Okay, no. Right. According to the Hanafi school, it's wajib. It's wajib in the Hanafi school. Okay. When is the time? The time comes in. The time for Salat al-Eid comes in when the sun, min tulu' al-shams, when the sun has risen, until when? Until the sun has moved away from the zenith. What do you mean by zenith? When the sun's at the highest, at the top. Okay, midday, right? So basically, in terms of Eid al-Fitr, from sunrise until midday. So we don't necessarily have to pray at 8:30, and we don't necessarily have to pray at 9. At least we could pray Salat al-Eid at 11 o'clock. We could pray at 11 o'clock if we wanted to. Okay. Understand? Any questions on that so far? Clear?
Why do we pray so early then?
Work, we've got things to do. But the point is that if you missed it, if you came in, let's say you came in late to the masjid and you missed it, you say, okay, we've missed it. No. It's sunnah to do it in jama'ah. You can do it by yourself. Which is why knowing how to pray can be important. What are the sunnahs? The sunnahs of it. Okay? The sunnah is to delay it until the sun has risen above the horizon by 17 minutes. It's also sunnah to pray in a mosque. It's sunnah to pray in a mosque, if the mosque is big enough. If it's not, then somewhere else. Field, hall, or the park over here. Those women on their periods, obviously they don't come to pray in the mosque, but they can come to listen to the khutbah. It's recommended for them to come to listen to the khutbah at the doors of the mosque, outside. Okay. Also recommended to the night of Eid. Understand, the night comes before the day. Let's say tonight is the night of Eid, which it definitely isn't. Let's say tonight is the night of Eid. Let's say tonight they're going to announce Eid, which they won't. If they do, it's not. Okay? Then it's recommended this night to stay up at night. To stay up at night. Bare minimum, to pray Fajr in Jama'ah and Isha in Jama'ah. The best is to pray the whole thing. Stay up, pray the whole night. Or doing some dhikr and so forth. In Dar al-Musra, literally from about 12 o'clock till about 4 o'clock, which is Fajr time, they'll stay up. They have circles of dhikr, or circles of Quran, and then they'll do some dhikr, And then yeah, there'll be some poetry from Haddan and pray Fajr and then khalas. Okay. Sunnah also to have a shower for Eid. When is the sunnah comes in the last half of the night. So if you were to get a shower in the first half of the night with the intention that's my Eid shower, you wouldn't get the reward. You only get when you wash in the last half of the night. That's when you get the sunnah of the Eid wash. The Eid wash specifically is the sunnah. The Eid wash is specific sunnah. Also recommended to wear nice clothes and to wear perfume. For the man, for a woman, no perfume. Perfume in the sense that that we can smell it on her. Okay, if she wore underarm deodorant and so forth, that's okay. Only nobody else can smell. But perfume in the sense that she put perfume on herself and she goes out and people can smell her, that's haram. That's haram. Okay, so it's recommended that the children are clean and wearing nice clothes, small and old. Even those who don't pray, even let's say that some people are not going to pray, Salat Eid, it's still sunnah for them to wear nice clothes and to wear some perfume. It's makruh for young women in particular, it's makruh for them to come and pray in the mosque. Why? Because men may look at them and so forth. But obviously, if they want to do, they can. But it's disliked. And their prayer at home is better. Now, that's what the ulama have said in the past, but you could say nowadays that particular ruling now, women praying at home, well, at home now there's more fitna at home than probably if they come to the mosque. You see. So, wallahu alam. Also recommended for people to come to the prayer early, except for the imam. The imam should delay. Also recommend to walk to the mosque, and to go one route there, and to come back home a different route. If you're walking, take one route. If you're going back, take a different route. Why? I prefer that the going there is a longer route than coming back. Going there is a longer route than coming back. There's more reward, there's more ajr on the way there than coming back. You see. Okay, recommend to take as many steps forward, as many footsteps as possible. More reward. Hence, if you can take a longer path there, there's more reward. تعجيل صلاة العيد للنحر. Also, this Eid recommended that after the Fajr, for this Eid, eat a date. Why? To differentiate between the day before, which you are fasting, and the day of Eid. So it's like a sign, a symbol. You eat a date, and a symbolic gesture that today is a day of Eid. And it's better to have a date and to be odd number. Okay? Right. How do you pray Salat Eid? But it's two rak'at. Rak'ataini. It's 2 rak'at. That's all it is, right? And it's sunnah to pray in a particular way. If we just pray 2 normal nafil, 2 normal with a niyyah, or Salat al-Eid al-Fitri, Allahu Akbar. Just 2, without Allahu Akbar, Allah, just did that, right? It would suffice. For the Eid prayer, it would suffice. But doing it this way is better and more reward. So, 2 rak'at, the bare minimum is 2 rak'at, normal. The best way is doing it this way. 2 rak'at, after you're saying the first Allahu Akbar, You say Allahu Akbar 7 times. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah. 7 times. 7 times. Not including the first Allahu Akbar. Understand? And then you read the Fatiha and read the Surah. Normal. In your second rak'ah, when you Allahu Akbar, when you're coming up from the ground, Allahu Akbar, and you're standing up, 5 times, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So 7 times in the first, 5 times in the second. Okay? La ilaha illallah. Let's say the Imam forgot to say the takbirat. The Imam forgot to say the takbirat Eid. Do you, praying behind him, do it? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? If the Imam only did more or less, did 4 or 5 or 6, you follow him. You follow the Imam. If he's doing more or less, you follow him. You follow. Understand?
If he makes a mistake, should you continue with it? You should correct him without really.
What is him? Should follow him لو نقص أو زاد الجاهل بعد ذلك. Yeah, you follow him. You know, most times they probably forget to do it. But if the Imam doesn't do it, because it's Sunnah anyway. If the Imam doesn't do it, don't do it. But just follow the Imam, whether he's doing it or not doing it. Okay. And it's also Sunnah for the Imam to read out loud. It's Sunnah for the Imam to read out loud. It's also Sunnah between each of these Allahu Akbar to say the words Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah Allahu Akbar. Understand? It's also Sunnah. Pay attention. It's also Sunnah to do a khutbah after it. It's not wajib. Which I don't think, because sometimes people here, I did the salah and everyone gets and leaves. Okay, I don't think they know it's Sunnah. I think it's just ignorance, they jahil. They just leave anyway. But technically it's a Sunnah anyway, so they have to stay. Jum'ah khutbah they have to. Anyway, I'll look at that. It's Sunnah to do a khutbah, Salat al-Eid. On Jum'ah, we did the khutbah first, and then we prayed Jum'ah. Eid, we did the prayer first, and then the khutbah after it. On Jum'ah, I get up, I do the khutbah first, and then we pray after for Jum'ah, yeah? Eid is the way around. Prayer first, then the khutbah. Okay, normal khutbah. However, in this khutbah, it's Sunnah. In the first khutbah, the first sermon, to say 9 times, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. In the khutbah, yeah? In the khutbah. 9 times in the first sermon, and 7 times in the second khutbah. 9 times in the first, 7 in the second. I think last year I actually forgot to do this, the 7. Last year. Someone, Muhammad just reminded me. And obviously you're going to be doing the khutbah to mention something that's going to be that's relevant to the day. Relevant to the day. It's Sunnah to greet people with Eid. Eid Mubarak, Min Aideen, Faizeen, whatever. Whatever your country says, whatever you say, it's recommended to greet one another with Eid. Okay? And as soon as the sun sets for Maghrib, if it's established that it's a day of Eid, okay, it's recommended then to greet people, Eid Mubarak, and shake people's hands. And as soon as it's Maghrib, as soon as it's verified that it's Eid, then from Maghrib right up to the Eid prayer, you have that time to greet people. Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, Muna'ayadin, Faizin, Maqboolin, whatever else you want to say. Okay? Also recommended to say the takbirat. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. That is sunnah to do. And the time comes in from Maghrib, if it's verified that it's Eid, from Maghrib, and ends at the Eid, Salat al-Eid. Salat al-Eid. Okay? And you could do it on Eid al-Fitri. Okay? And so basically, as soon as from Maghrib up until the Eid prayer, you can Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Okay? Before the prayer, after the prayer. It doesn't have to be specifically after the prayer. It can be any time. It's unrestricted. The takbirat of this Eid is unrestricted. Anytime you want. It doesn't have to be specifically after the prayer. If you did after the prayer, or before the prayer, or during the night, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Unlike the Eid, the takbirat of the next Eid, it's specifically after the prayers, specifically for the next couple of days. We'll do that when we come to it, inshallah. Okay? Okay. That is the issue of Salat al-Eid. Okay, very simple. If you miss Salat al-Eid, do you make it up? It's sunnah to make it up. It is sunnah.
Sorry.
It is sunnah to make it up. Sunnah to make it up if you want to, inshallah. But it's recommended to try and come and pray Salat al-Eid. But my issue is that people don't pray Fajr and pray Eid. But people come to the mosque before Salat al-Eid, they're praying Fajr. Inshallah. They should be praying Fajr. A sign of your fast, that Ramadan, you've had the successful Ramadan, is that when you can pray Fajr on time afterwards. The next 7 months, because the Fajr will get later, that should be easier. People, after Ramadan, people don't know Fajr anymore. People know the Fajr and people don't know the mosque. And the mosque doesn't know them. SubhanAllah, khair, inshallah. Any questions? Salat al-Eid. Also recommended to wear nice clothes. It's recommended on Jum'ah is to wear white clothes. Jum'ah, wear white for the man. Salat al-Eid, your best. Whether white or not white. Your best clothes. It's sunnah also to be nice. Give charity. Spend some money on your children. Wear nice clothes and help people. Don't forget those who have no families or converts and so forth. Don't forget also Zakat al-Fitri to be paid. Preferably before the Eid is over. Eid Prayer. But try and give it to the people. Unless you know people who deserve Zakat and it's going to take a bit of time for you to get it towards them. Inshallah ta'ala.